The term being woke is a pretty progressive term. It's defined by how progressive you are, how much awareness you have about cultures, racism, how aware you are of your external world, the external systems, and how they kind of keep you oppressed and everybody separated rather than kind of working together. But in this video, I'm going to describe and dive into the difference between actually being truly spiritually awake versus being woke, and why being woke will actually keep you trapped in victimhood. So with that being said, let's dive in. So when we say somebody is woke, they seem to think, oh, this progressive age of term, that I'm awake to corruption, to the way the systems oppress society and that keep us divided and separated rather than united. And people will say, well, I'm woke, I know about this, I know about cultures and racism and how all this is in place to keep us oppressed, and that these structures are purposely designed so that we don't kind of stand up or have awareness about corruption. And this is often described as the Matrix. You've probably heard of the term the Matrix, either from the film or kind of in those communities, those more spiritual communities, or those woke communities will talk about, we're trapped in the Matrix, we're in the Matrix. But if you are woke, what you will do is actually look outside of yourself. You will look at all these external, social, economical, political structures that are in place and blame them for the way your life is. This means if you are taking this approach, you are not understanding the true spiritual nature of yourself. You are disempowering yourself because you're not able to see that true divine spiritual empowerment from within. And so this means that God's spark, that God codes has not been activated yet within the person or yourself that actually seeks from within. So this means if somebody says they are woke, they will keep themselves trapped in victimhood because they will blame these structures, these systems for their life, for the way the world is. And these systems are purposely designed to keep us separate. And what it means to be woke is to be aware of all of this. And we can be kind of almost spiritually awake, but we're not truly awakened that thing from within. So we become aware. We become aware of the structures outside of ourselves. We become aware of those conspiracy theories. We become aware of certain ideas and ideologies that are easy to blame for the way our lives are. And we say, I'm a victim because of X, Y, and Z. And we can become so aware, but because we are in the victimhood and don't see that divine essence from within, we keep ourselves trapped in that victimhood and still play into these systems. We don't fight the systems from within. We externally fight the systems by protesting, by marching, by playing into the ego, by playing into the role of the victim. And we're still going to work, and then we come home, complain about our shitty lives and say it's their fault and that the system is just the way it is. And then we go and protest, we go and try and blame and project, and then it's ego against ego. This is all ego. And keeping you in a victim consciousness. And this is how the Matrix actually wants it. So now, comparing this to being truly spiritually awakened. So this means when we are truly spiritually awakened, we awaken something from within. something often awakens within, that the God codes, whatever you want to call it, awakens from within, and we can see things from a whole new perspective. And we see then that everything we need is from within. And we begin to stop blaming the external world, these social, economical, political systems that are in place. And then we begin to go inward and fight the systems from within, because that's how it has to be done in order to bring change into the world. So you can be aware of spiritual concepts as much as you want, or be as woke as you want. But until you start going within and using your divine spirituality to change your internal world, to manifest and bring about that new world, you're not going to escape that victim consciousness. So what this looks like when you are spiritually awake, this means understanding the true nature of self and that innermost desires and thoughts and feelings, and your connection to source, and that your superpowers are from within to fight that external matrix, if that's what you want to call it. So what this actually means is facing your own inner demons, going within and doing shadow work. So when we're bringing light to our own shadows, we're able to transmute and transcend and actually bring the source of unconditional love to ourselves and the light. So then we don't have those desires and thoughts and victimhood to live and manifest a shitty world. So this is the true nature of being spiritually awake compared to woke. We fight from within, because as within, so without. Your external world is always a reflection of your internal world. So the more light you hold, the more inner work you do, the more love you hold, you will see that in your external world. And if you want to change your internal world and grow faster than you ever have before, so you can have that better life, download my free shadow work journal prompts for beginners now. It's absolutely 100% free, no trick or anything like that. Just click the link in the pinned comments below to download yours now. So the true spiritual knowledge is from within. This is how we fight that social, economical, political structures and the systems. We fight it with going in and not letting it kind of dictate how we show up in the world. Yes, we can get all worked up and say, yes, this is wrong, and I'm going to protest every day. But if we're strong enough, spiritually connected to God, then we can get rid of those ego parts of ourselves that want to be fighting victimhood. I'm not saying that the ego is bad, because we do need the ego to survive. But when we're spiritually awake, we see that we hold the divine power. So I hope this video has been really helpful. I did go a little bit deeper on this than I thought I would. If you want to go deeper on understanding the self and connecting back to yourself, check out this video next. So with that being said, I'll see you in that video. Much love.